Hello and welcome! We are drafting Modern Cube, and it looks like they've made a ton of improvements to this cube. Prismaric Command, Timeless Dragon looks sweet, Bone Crusher Giant, a lot of awesome cards in this pack. So I'm actually very excited to do this draft. And I don't know where to begin. Flay Essence, that seems kind of good too. I'm looking at Misty Rainforest and Blood Crypt. I typically like staying open. Primeval Titan's also fantastic. Crystal Brand is quite a bit worse in Modern Cube than it is in other formats because there's just less ways to cheat it into play. I like Thundermaw as well, and I think Mono Green is also very good in Modern Cube, so you could just take Primeval Titan, and it really is kind of the only green card here besides like Rampant Growth, so I actually kind of like just starting with Prime Time. I've seen a little bit of spoilers for this cube. Oh, they finally added 3-mana Chandra, I'm so happy. Okay. Ooh, what is this? Exile target non-land permanent if its mana value is less than or equal. Wow, wait, that's really powerful. You just like snipe a 1-drop for 1 mana. You could eat Chandra for 3 mana. That seems pretty good. And then you could flash it back with Chandra too. That's awesome. Anyway, so if we're going green, we're not saying we are, but you could take like Farseek. Verdant Catacombs is good. Archon of Cruelty is 8 mana. And it's like a mini Cruel Ultimatum. Oh, that's kind of fun. I kind of like that. So you could cheat it into play instead of casting Cruel Ultimatum. I like Prismatic Ending, but that's if you're going many colors. I'm looking at this Catacombs. Master is okay. Farseek's pretty good. You do need some critical amount of ramp. So I guess, you know what, this does fix your mana. Let's just take Farseek. See where we can go from there. There's Inquisition, Verdur's Gearhulk, Wormcoil Engine. For some reason I seem to like this card a lot more than other people. It's 8 power for 5 mana. That's quite good. Polluted Delta, Chromatic Lantern if we want to go 5 color green. We do already have the Farseek. So... oh, weird. I'm not even saying I'm guaranteed to do it, but it does seem fun. Ooh, they have Vampire Hex Mage. I wonder if Dark Depths is in the cube. Is that Modern legal? That feels like it's not Modern legal. I feel like it's just Legacy, so kind of weird. But it's a fine card on its own. It kills Planeswalkers, I guess. We have Solitude Progenitor Mimic is a good card. Cyclonic Rift, things like that. This isn't the greatest pack in the world. We can take Yavimaya Elder, but I think it's pretty medium if there's no way to like accelerate out land drops. It's just a bit slow. I do like the artwork though. This fox on his head is kind of cool. I honestly have no idea what to take in this pack. Part of me wants to just say Progenitor Mimic because it goes the biggest, but I think I'm going to try out the new card Solitude. There's our Windswept Heath. Shadow Spear is very good as well. Search for Tomorrow helps with the mana too, but I think Windswept Heath helps a bit more. I will say fetches are slightly worse in Modern Cube than they are in Legacy or Vintage because there's only shocks, there's no dual lands, so the odds of getting like fetch plus dual land is lower, unless they added like the cycling duels, in which case it's kind of fine. But yeah, I'm going to take Windswept Heath over Search, and Shadow Spear is also just fine. Here we have Nissa Voice of Zendikar. We could go the Birthing Pod route and take Prime Speaker Vannifar. We could take Muldrifter just because it's a sweet card. Stirring Wildwood. A lot of options. I mean, seeing Muldrifter this late is probably a signal that I'm supposed to be in blue, right? This is good. I mean, she makes plants and pumps your team, but we're trying to go a little bit bigger and do more fun stuff here. Let's just take Muldrifter and go Elementals. Ooh, there's Niv Mizzet. Hallowed Fountain, Knight of Autumn, Martial Coup. Delphi Voidwalker is an absurd magic card. It's a new one. If a card would be put into opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile it with a void counter, and then you can just tap and sacrifice this to cast whatever card you want from the ones exiled with the void counters. Part of me wants to take Niv and go with the Chromatic Lantern route. Part of me wants to take Hallowed Fountain to make sure I can cast Muldrifter. Like, Knight of Autumn is good. I think the mana is the most important. Although Compulsive Research is a good card too. But I think I'm just going to value mana over everything at this point. Oh, Hard Evidence is my favorite new Magic card. This design is perfect. First of all, artwork. Look at this crab. He did something bad. Or he's a detective. I don't actually know yet. The investigator felt a pinch on his ankle. When he looked down, something glittered in the sand. So did the crab kill this guy? Maybe the crab killed that guy. I don't know. Anyway, that's a beautiful card. We'll talk more about that one later. It's the perfect design. I love Dragonlord Silumgar in Modern Cube, and I'm just going to take it because he's a house. Here's a Blood Crypt. Glenalendra is very good. Prismaric Command helps with like our crazy mana, although it's like a splash for a splash, so I don't know about that one. Declaration in Stone is efficient, but not the greatest removal spell. I think I would take Blood Crypt to go with Farseek and things. 3-mana Chandra, Sulphur Falls, the Eldest Reborn, Vizier of Many Faces. This is a very good card. If you're copying art creatures, so we have Muldrifter, Solitude, Primetime, Dragonlord, Silumgar to get back. Yeah, we're gonna take Vizier. I do like Chandra, but we have all creatures and no spells right now, so not really going that route. This is probably a Wall of Omens deck if I've ever seen one. This would also be a really good Yorion deck if we could like play Yorion and just flicker like all of these creatures. That would be incredible. I would take Wormcoil, but I mean, we're loaded on good 6-drops. So we'll just take Wall of Omens to make sure I don't die. At this point, I do actually like Yavimaya Elder. It does get us all of the colors of mana that we need. And it helps ramp us out into bigger and better things. Pestermite, Field of Ruin, Agadim's Awakening. I mean, I'll take Pestermite, yeah, in case Vannifar comes around. Okay. They're gonna give me a last pick Niv. I will take a last pick Niv. Okay, this deck got a lot more interesting in the last like 10 seconds. Because we have a pretty interesting pod looking deck, right? We have Wall of Omens into Yavimaya Elder into Vizier Solitude. So I think I'm actually going to be going with the Vannifar pod. Niv Mizzet, we might as well put it in the deck, right? So given that, I think I like Ignoble Hierarch more than Mana Confluence. This does fix our mana, and it's also a creature for pod, and maybe Mana Confluence comes around. Riftwing, Solemn, Tarmogoyf, Sleight of Hand, and all that are good, but I think we need to prioritize creatures that are creatures and also fix your mana. Ooh, Rift Sower. That kind of works for our plan as well. It's like a 1-mana 3-drop, which is cool. I like Dark Confidant. Flooded Strand right now can just grab Hallowed Fountain. So it's not incredible fixing. I mean, we're going to be base green, and yeah, this is like a really slow Birds of Paradise, which I like. I mean, I don't like that it's slow, but it's better than not having a Birds of Paradise. Okay. Kithian Torok. So when he enters the battlefield, if he was kicked, target opponents gets him to Torok. You got a cool cape. Are those eyeballs? Ugh. Okay, it's not as cool. But I still like the design. We have Vendilion Click, Sakura, Tribe Elder, Bark Channel Pathway, Tide Channel Pathway. There's a lot of good cards in this pack. I think I'm just going to take the fixing for now, and then like hopefully something good will come around, because there's only one fixing card, but there's a lot of like playable spells in that pack that we would have liked to take. Here I do like Celestial Colonnade, Luteral Core, Nyxbloom Ancient. Seems a bit over the top for me, but who am I to judge? I'm going to take the Colonnade. Blue-white, like we're just going to be Bant Pod. That seems awesome. Ooh, I could take Gideon. Gideon's a good card. There's also Dungeon Geists. Geist is great. Scavenging Ooze is good too. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to draft Pod, you might as well go all the way. I could take the Ooze because I do need more 2s, and I think Dungeon Geist has a chance of coming around. Let's see, there's going to be like 2 cards left in the pack, so probably not. I'm going to take the... Ooze is kind of bad, but I need cheaper plays. We'll take this. Ooh, Trostani Discordant, Avacyn's Pilgrim, this is a great pack. Tatiova, Champion of Wits, Reclamation Sage. I don't think I want 5s. I think I'm just leaning towards this Pilgrim. It makes our trifecta of turn 1 mana plays, makes our deck quite a bit faster. Yeah, we'll just take the Pilgrim here. Baral, Venser, ooh, Flickerwisp has got to be good in this deck, right? So Flickerwisp is great with Wall of Omens, kind of Pestermite, Vizier you can recopy, Muldrifter, Niv Mizzet, Solitude, Silumgar, Primeval Titan. That's a lot of good combos. I do love Windburst Kites as well. It's just a land that lets you cast things for free if you attack. I don't have too many tokens, so like turning this on is not going to be the easiest thing, although this artwork is really, really pretty. Actually, this is one of my favorite Magic artworks. I've never paid close attention to it, but it's just beautiful. But we're going to take Flickerwisp over Venser. Oh, there is Kiki Jiki, so we could end up going Kiki Pod. We do have Pestermite. The triple red is a bit difficult to achieve, I will say that, and we could just pick up a Thraben Inspector instead. And I think I'm just going to do that. Okay, here we get Riftwing Cloudskate. Hidden Dragon Slayer is a good one. Just kills big creatures. Gideon Jur is a great card, and then these are pretty mediocre cards, but they're fine. I think we're just going to take a Cloudskate. Again, it's like a good early play for us. Here there's Flooded Strand versus Sun Titan. Elrond's Epiphany is okay too. So Sun Titan's good with some of our fetches. Good with Flickerwisp. Yavimaya Elder. He's good, but I think I'm just going to take the fixing again. I just really want to make sure I can cast all of my spells. We need more 4-drops. We have Steve and Vendilion Click. We have Flickerwisp, Vendilion Click, which is good. And we have right now Farseek, a lot of 1-mana accelerants. I'm just going to take the Click. I think the disruption does matter. Silverblade Paladin can help us kill them. Serum Visions, just a fine card. Don't have too much early blue. This Blood Crypt is looking dubious. I'll get... I don't know. I think maybe Serum Visions was the pickup. Take Electrolyze. I don't think this is a Nykthos deck. Trostani Discordant is actually a good card. Gifts Ungiven is fine. So maybe I don't play Niv Mizzet. I just play Trostani. And then I find some good 4-drops out of this pack, and we are good to go. What is this? Toski, Bearer of Secrets. Can't be countered. Indestructible. Attacks each combat. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card. That seems quite good. I do like Elite Spellbinder. This is one that's great to flicker. It's particularly good in Modern Cube where there's a lot of expensive threats. Like turning their 4-drop Planeswalker into a 6-drop just, you know, turns a lot of games from, well, they could have cast this into there's no way they're ever going to cast that card. So I think I do take that. Getting rid of Silverblade for now. I might get rid of Silumgar. It's a really good thing to pod into though. The black man is a little bit sketchy right now. It's also a bit awkward to have Ignoble Hierarch in a deck that explicitly wants Noble Hierarch. Not in love with that. Oh! Eating those clerics might have been a bad idea. I absolutely love the flavor and design of this card. That's so good. We have Steam Vents. That helps with red if we do want to go with like Electrolyze or something, because we have Blooded Strand that can grab it. Collected Company, Estermite, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, this is up here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're getting close to Collected Company hits, but not there yet. I think right now I'm just going to take a Charming Prince. There is a Clearwater Pathway that can help us cast Dragonlord Silumgar as well, but I think maximizing our 2-drops, especially a 2-drop that lets us reuse Enter the Battlefield effects, just seems like what we want. Scalding Tarn can get us black off Blood Crypt, so that's something to keep in mind. Master of Waves is also very good though. It's a 4-drop that we kind of need. We only have 1. But there's a lot of good cards. We're just going to get better mana, right? This can grab Hallowed Fountain. Yeah. This makes Silumgar like an actually castable thing. Golos is sweet, but I have a lot of 5s. Rankle is cool. Oh, Huntmaster of the Fells is actually pretty good. Yeah, I like that, and I'm glad we now have red mana too, Blood Crypt, Ignoble Hierarch, so we're just going into 5-color pod, and at this point maybe we do just put Niv Mizzet back into the deck, because it is a good card. Dromoka's Command prevents spell damage, kills enchantments and fights. We don't really have much in the way of removal, so that's something to keep in mind. Questing Beast is just like fast. It's a good thing to deal with Planeswalkers. Not really something that I would want to pod away too often. I like Walking Ballista, but this pods into 1-drops. I mean, again, I'm not like building my whole deck around pod, I guess. Maybe I should just take a Walking Ballista, because I have a lot of mana and things to do. But Questing Beast is too strong. Ooh, Luminous Broodmoth? Interesting. Whenever a creature you control without flying dies, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control with a flying counter on it. That seems awesome in this deck. So it's great with pod, but it's just good with creatures on their own. I guess a lot of my stuff have flying, don't they? This, Cloudskate, Muldrifter, Silumgar. Actually, a lot of my big payoffs have flying, so maybe I don't even take that. I just take like a Brazen Borrower. For me, it's between Brazen Borrower and Stomping Ground. Because Stomping Ground I can get with these two, and it gives me the red mana I need for Huntmaster. But I think Borrower's just a beautiful card. Ooh, this you can pod into, right? It is a 1/1 insect creature in addition to its other types. There's also Kessing Wolfrun. So wait, +1, create a black insect, then mill a card. Okay, you can sacrifice a creature, destroy creature, or planeswalker. So that is removal. That's very helpful, but there's also Fairgrounds Warden, which is also removal. And then Den Protector, which we could just use to do stuff. Kessing Wolfrun is a really good finisher as well. Very good target with Primeval Titan. I have plenty of playables. I think this is a Kessing Wolfrun deck. Legion's Landing, Westvale Abbey. Lightstep Pathway is double splash, so I don't love that. I don't think I'm going for Legion's Landing. Gadwick the Wizened. Draw X cards. Whenever you cast a blue spell, tap a non-land permanent and opponent controls. That's fine. Not incredible. Do I have enough mana for Avenger? Probably not. Guess I'll just take this, even though I don't think I'm going to play it. Here, honestly, I'll just take Bloodbraid Elf now. It's either Bloodbraid Elf, Shriekmaw, or something else, but the Elf seems pretty good with all the things that I have going on. I have the red mana. Yeah, let's just take Bloodbraid Elf. Steam Vents came around. That's fantastic. I don't think I need Jace or anything else. This is going to be like a sick pod deck. Ooh, so we have Master of Waves. we do actually have quite a bit of blue cards to go with that. Otherwise there's Clattering Augur, but that's a lot of black mana. I think I'm just gonna master it up. Cryptic Command? Experimental Frenzy is also kind of tempting in this deck. I don't think I'm going to have the blue for Cryptic, so I'll take Frenzy here. Here we can take Vanguard. Riverglide Pathway actually helps with the mana. And then Beanfire over here. Our mana is very good. Well, considering the requirements at least. So I like that. We can prime time for Kessig Wolf Run, which is huge. I guess I should have started putting those cards in the sideboard. I don't think we're going to Niv-Miz it, but honestly it's possible. So this goes here, this goes here. I don't think I'm main decking Pestermite, Frenzy. Riftwing Cloudscape definitely costs 2 mana. So right now this is 29. Oh, I'm not playing Legion's Landing. Probably not main decking a Danto Vanguard. It's definitely a good card to bring it out of the sideboard, but I'm more interested in like getting value here. You know, at this point I could even cut Master of Waves for the sideboard. We have Huntmaster and Vizier, and those are both very good. And flickering this doesn't actually have the effect you would like because the elementals die and then they come back. So yeah, I think I'm fine getting rid of that one. Yeah, Niv-Miz it, unfortunately, is just not going to be good enough most of the time. We only have like 3 cards he could hit. So that's fine. I could probably get rid of Chromatic Lantern. I think my land like mana base is good enough, and 16 lands seems okay with 3 of these guys and a Farseek plus Yavimaya. Oh, Silverblade Paladin I could get rid of. Questing Beast, Bloodbraid, Vanifar, Huntmaster, Vizier. So here's what we're dealing with right now. I have, in terms of fetches, put these over here for a second. So in terms of fetches, I have Windswept Heath, Scalding Tarn, Flooded Strand. And then I can grab Steam Vents, Hallowed Fountain, Blood Crypt. So right now, Flooded Strand can get white, blue, red. Scalding Tarn can get red, black, blue, white. Windswept Heath can get blue, white, green. That's not so bad. I think that's alright. Do I want a basic swamp? I just have 1 black card and it's really late game. I don't think I even need a basic swamp. 1 plains right now. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 white sources. Or white spells, and right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 white spells. I think I'm just gonna go 2 and probably more green here. Because right now my green mana is pretty awkward. I have 1. Let me add these and see what these are. Riverglide is blue-red. This one is green-blue. So right now my green mana is really awkward, right? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Eesh. Okay, well we're cutting some plains. In fact, I could probably cut the island, right? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blue sources. Yeah, I don't need this island. This kind of makes me want to cut Yavimaya Elder because he's still good. And then just add 2 forests. Because now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Still need more forests. Yeah, I just had to cut Yavimaya Elder for a forest because he's double green, he's hard to cast. I could also get rid of Questing Beast and put in like something else. I don't know. We're gonna try the deck like this. It seems pretty sweet. We have some good top end. Silumgar is excellent, and then just so much good flicker value. A Yorion would have been one of the best things we could ask for, but honestly, this just looks like a lot of fun. I will see you guys round 1. Alright, we're playing against Black Orchid. Let's go first. And, if I had green mana, I could maybe keep this hand. Scalding Tarn, I don't have any green-blue or green-red land. That's why Stomping Ground would be good, so we do have to mulligan. This hand is also awkward, but I mean, I couldn't mulligan further, right? I can't cast anything. Alright, we're mulling to 5. I will keep this one, getting rid of Silumgar and honestly just Forest. And then if we draw a white mana, we're in business. White or blue, and we should be okay. Bloodbraid Elf, perfect. The plan is, with keeping Charming Prince, is to play Thraben Inspector and then blink it. Carry Zev, okay. Bit scared of Ragavan over here. Scalding Tarn, I think, gives us everything we want. I'm still missing red mana, right? But I can get Hallowed Fountain, and that gives me blue-white. And given that they're playing Carry Zev, Ragavan is a 2-1. I could block with Thraben Inspector if I wanted to. I think I'm just going to cast Thraben Inspector and crack a clue. Vizier is good. So next turn I can Charming Prince the Thraben Inspector if I need to. That would set up a double block on Carry Zev. We'll take the 3. Fortunately, Ragavan the token is much less strong than Ragavan the creature. They don't do anything. Ooh, and we draw Riverglide Pathway. Given that, I kind of want to just Bloodbraid Elf. That seems like pretty glorious here. Just do that. Bloodbraid Elf. Because that can most likely hit me some mana fixing. Avacyn's Pilgrim, sure. And do I want to sit back and block? I don't think I'm racing, so I would rather play defensively this game. They can use Burn on my Bloodbraid. And in that case, it doesn't really matter. I take 3 again. Yeah, I can take 3 here. Saving Thraben Inspector to double block Carry Zev, I think will be more useful than like blocking Ragavan and preventing 2 damage. Rekindling Phoenix, that's kind of an issue. Ooh, that's a good one. Let's Muldrifter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I can hit a black source and steal like the Phoenix or whatever, that'd be so good. Or no lands. Okay, not as good. I'm running 17 land, like, you'd think this would be good enough. Abbot of Carol Keep, alright, what do they hit? They played a land before playing Abbot, which is a bit awkward. Then they char down my Muldrifter. Okay, better than going to my face, I guess. And now I'm probably going to block the... Well, let me think about what my next turn looks like. 4, 5, 6, 7, I go down to 4 life. What am I doing next turn? If I draw a black source, it's going to do 2 damage to me to play Dragonlord and Silumgar. I think I take the damage still. Riftwing Cloudskate. Still uncastable. We can go Charming Prince, or I can Brazen Borrower the Rekindling Phoenix. That's probably where I have to be, so we can go Scavenging Ooze. And eat something right now. Bloodbraid Elf. I'm up to 5. Then we pass turn. I guess I should have gotten a second blue. I didn't realize how many double blue cards there are in my deck. My mana is not as good as I thought. Chandra Torch of Defiance. Their mana is excellent. They just exile. They're going to hit me for 2 down to 3. More Chandras. Okay, they wisely swing with just the Phoenix. So let's bounce the Rekindling Phoenix to hand. And they have Goblin Guide? Wow, they've had everything. Alright, deck, we need black. Tristani Discordant. That's a 1/4. I'm at 3 life. They can put me down to 1 life just by upticking Chandra. I don't have any blue mana, and Tristani puts me down a blocker. So how much? I need 4 blockers to block what they have going on right now. Don't think I can do that. I mean, pretty much whatever I do here is a losing play. I guess I do have another Scavenging Ooze activation too. So we can Charming Prince. He's going to gain us life. Then Chandra is becoming an issue because they can uptick Chandra, play Little Chandra, and put this one up to 7, so it ultimates. So I guess I have to draw blue mana for Riftwing Cloudskate is the game plan. And given that, we're just going to eat the Muldrifter now and pass turn. Okay, they uptick, they hit me for 2 down to 5. I mean, if I draw a way to Dragonlord Silumgar their Chandra and ultimate, or something like that, it's a potential way to get back into the game. Or steal the Rekindling Phoenix. Like, all of these are options. Okay, there's the Blood Crypt. I go down to 3. I don't have the green mana to Scavenging Ooze the Rekindling Phoenix, which is unfortunate. But I think I have to do this. Pay 2 life, play this Silumgar. Yeah, I can steal their Chandra. This Chandra can do 4 damage to... what am I most scared of? I guess Carry Zev takes the most blockers. Yeah, because they're also going to play Little Chandra. I pass turn. Next turn, if I'm still alive, I can Chandra downtick on Rekindling Phoenix and then eat the Rekindling Phoenix from the graveyard with Scavenging Ooze, which is so good. I have to block this Phoenix, which means they probably get to burn Dragonlord Silumgar. Or they have Temur Battle Rage, maybe? Stomp? Okay, well, this worked out. I mean, it could be worse. This is at the beginning of the upkeep. Yeah, so I can actually eat the Phoenix on my turn if they don't kill my Scavenging Ooze with Chandra, which I think they wanted to do. I draw Ignoble Hierarch. Okay, we're definitely getting somewhere. Sacrifice this creature and return target card named Rekindling Phoenix from your graveyard to the battlefield. So what am I going to do here? Tap all of these to cast Tristani Discordant, because I need the life linkers. I might actually be able to win this game. That'd be so sweet. I think I probably want to attack this Chandra, so this forces a chump block from them. I mean, I need to get this Chandra off the battlefield. Let's attack Chandra and see... Scavenging Ooze is so important, though. Maybe I just attack them with Charming Prince. I guess they can just chump block with the Elemental token, which they know they should do. I go to 1 life here, and then this Chandra can recast Char. So actually, I need to just hope they, like, miss, right? I'm so silly. This is exiled permanently. I don't think they can cast this. Okay. Never mind. They can't cast that Chandra. So we're going to attack here. Honestly, let's attack it with both. They have 2 cards in hand. Yeah, this is just gone. I don't know. It's like sitting here, so it makes me think they can cast it. So they double chump. They're just going the burn route. We gain control of all creatures we own. Now we eat their Phoenix. If they have Lightning Bolt or whatever in hand, I do die. Oh, I guess they do keep the Elemental. Okay. That's good to know. So they have 6 lands. Beaumont Courier. They can trade their card in hand for something else. They hit me for 2 off Mountain. Path of the Hammer does not kill me. Okay. Oh boy. They also untap the Summoning Sick Mountain, which always happens when you play Koth. I might actually do this. Solitude. Exile target creature. We gain life equal to its power. I might definitely want that. So we need to try and kill these planeswalkers. I can gain 1, 2, 3. I can gain 2 life off these green. Okay. So let's move to combat. They have no cards in hand? They can sacrifice Beaumont Courier to prevent life gain. I might actually pull this one out. They also could have cast Bone Crusher Giant if they wanted to. So let's attack Koth, or I think Chandra is the more important one. So let's attack Chandra with these, this, and this. So Chandra definitely dies. And I'm going to gain 4 life and go up to 6. And then we attack Koth with these. So they can protect Koth if they double chump. Otherwise they lose all of their planeswalkers. This seems fine. I guess I calculated that wrong. Koth takes 1. Okay, so I can take 4 off Koth. I think it's better to cast an Ignoble Hierarch here and just chump block with it. Suspend a Riftwing Cloudskate. And then we're going to Scavenging Ooze something. So I'm at 7 life effectively. They need a way to kill my Hierarch, then hit me with Koth, and to do a bunch of other things. And I think I have lethal. We actually won that game. Holy cow, that was crazy. Okay, against Mono Red we have some good sideboarding. Obviously Master of Waves. I feel like Electrolyze could be good. Danto Vanguard is pretty awkward on defense. Electrolyze might be worthwhile. My mana is way more awkward than I anticipated. I don't have that much blue mana or green. I just have like way too much white, I guess. And I imagine I should probably decrease the amount of white in my deck with Flicker Wisp. Oh, it's so good, but it's also so awkward. Ilumgar. I mean, it is a 3-5 against their deck. That's pretty decent. I don't think I can play Electrolyze. We're going to bring in Master of Waves for probably Bloodbraid Elf. This pumps all my elementals, right? Like Solitude, Muldrifter, Riftwing is not an elemental. Yeah, you know what? We're fine. That was a mulligan to 5 too. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. Any land and I can Muldrifter. Right now I currently have Scavenging Ooze, which is a very good card against them. And we just hope they don't get like turn 1 Ragavan or Goblin Guide. I do also have Solitude. If I, okay, Zurgo is not the worst. He's still not great though. Okay, Bark Channel Pathway is good. So let's go Steam Vents tapped. Then we're gonna go turn 2 Scooz, turn 3 Evoke Muldrifter, turn 4 Vanifar. Goblin Crater Maker kills my Scooz! Unacceptable. If I draw any other creature, I'll probably play that instead. Okay, Forest. No, we have to cast Scavenging Ooze even though they're going to kill it. Okay, I actually prefer them using Lightning Bolt, I think, than Crater Makering. Because Crater Maker can't go face. It's just 2 damage to a creature. That's a Vizier. Let's go with another green into a Muldrifter. We're trying to hit white sources here so we can play Solitude on curve. Okay, Vendilion Click. So next turn I can go Vendilion Click and Suspend a Rift Sower if I want to. But I am taking a lot of damage. Yikes. Okay. So the plan here is to ambush the on-crop Crasher with Vendilion Click. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I go down to 7 life. Flicker Wisp. Okay, well, I'm probably just going to have to evoke Solitude at that point. I can cast it for no mana. So let's suspend this. Play this as a blue. I can draw stuff, Vendilion Click them. They have 2 cards in hand. I mean, that's probably worthwhile. That's probably worthwhile. It seems more important, like they have a lot of important 4-drops here, and we're just going to trade off Vendilion Click if possible anyway. Let's see what you got going on over there, because I think their plan right now is to just exert on-crop Crasher, Rekindling Phoenix and lands, so... Yeah, let's see. Phoenix? Yeah, I'll exile the Phoenix. Or put it on the bottom. We'll see if they hit a Planeswalker or something. Okay, that's pretty bad for me, because they also have a land to cast that. Okay. So now my Vizier doesn't work. Bonecrusher is way worse than Phoenix. So let's Solitude the Crasher. We take 4 down to 3, so now can't really target Bonecrusher Giant with a spell. So I need like a lot of things. This doesn't come down yet. Planes. So I guess what I can do is Vizier the Goblin Crater Maker, block Bonecrusher Giant. I need them to make a mistake here, basically, because they could just Crater Maker my Crater Maker and then I die. If I Vizier the Bonecrusher Giant, they just swing out and I die. So I need them to make a mistake, but we're going to copy the Crater Maker. If they let me block, I can survive this turn at 1. Alright, well... I guess you could just draw all the perfect card every turn. Okay, game 3. I can't complain, that's what I did last round. They had a 2-2. They do have a lot of 2-1s. Electrolyze is getting really enticing here. It's just really hard to cast. Driftwing, Muldrifter. It's possible Vizier is just too slow. Like, I need things that are proactive with creatures that are already on the battlefield, but it's such good card advantage, like, in the late game. Maybe I don't care about Elite Spellbinder because they're mono red, and I'd rather just deal with the board. I could see that. Alright, going first. Good hand. Yeah, this hand's quite good. It has Master of Waves and a Wall of Omens, so it's hard to be too mad. So we get rid of the draw step stop. I think we can win this. Don't be turn 1 Goblin Guide. Zergo we can block with the wall. No problems. Questing Beast is pretty good. We need to draw a red source. I don't think that gets red mana. Beaumont Courier. Alright, that's kind of an issue. Let's block here. Okay, there's the Vizier. That's going to be really good with Master of Waves. So let's just evoke a Muldrifter. Okay, there's all the mana we need. So I can play Master of Waves next turn. Or I can play Questing Beast. I probably like Master of Waves, it just does everything. Okay, so they can Crasher, gives protection from things. But then I get to go Spark Channel Pathway for blue, or Tide Channel Pathway. Master of Waves. They can't exert to prevent this from blocking. Wait, did I just not block? Did they exert? I guess I just didn't block. I thought they exerted, but they just didn't exert. Alright, well... Did not... I don't know, I just assumed they exerted, right? This untapped? Okay, I guess that's on me. I took 3 extra damage. They play the Phoenix. They don't have good attacks now. This is a 4-4. I draw a forest here. What am I trying to do? I have to race this Phoenix, essentially. I can attack with Questing Beast, they can just block with Phoenix, and then they get back their Hasting Phoenix, so that's not amazing. Windswept Heath I don't believe can get red mana. So I think my best bet here is just to Vizier the Master of Waves. Right? Because I can Vizier the Phoenix, but then I'm going to get an Elemental that can't actually get back the Phoenix. That just gives me some more Elementals. I play a Forest. I'm taking 4 damage per turn here. I can attack with this Master of Waves. They can trade with Beaumont Courier if they want. But that seems like a net positive for me. Because next turn I'm going to play, like now I can start attacking with this Master of Waves. Okay, there's Chandra. Ooh, adding double red? What? Uh-oh. Rampaging Ferocidon. Okay, I can no longer gain life. Now I take 4 in the air. I could play Primeval Titan and grab Red Source plus Kessig Wolfrun, which seems like something I probably want to do. This snipes Planeswalkers, right? Whenever this deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to target Planeswalker they control. How much damage can I hit them with the following turn? So, I can Questing Beast now, and I can Questing Beast attack them plus Master Waves, and if they want to prevent it, they have to block with either On-Crop Crasher or Rampaging Ferocidon. Then I don't have incredible blocks, but they're not terrible. I can cast Primeval Titan, and that gives me 6 power in play. If I get Kessig Wolfrun, I'll have 9 mana. So I can give something plus 6, that'll be like 12, so that won't really be lethal. I feel like Primeval Titan's probably my best bet. Go down to 8 life. Easy ability, yes. So we're going to grab, I think, Blood Crypt for red, and then Kessig Wolfrun. Yeah, not paying life. And then I can attack my opponent with not the elementals, I guess just attack them with Master Waves to get their life total slightly lower. Because I have pretty good blockers. I know they can exert and prevent one, but I have to either kill them or the Phoenix next turn. Or just draw Dragonlord Silumgar. Okay, they have Koth. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can attack and exert the Crasher. Okay, they just do that. That makes sense. That's a lot of blocking creatures. I don't think I'm winning this one, unless I draw like Silumgar. Okay, Forest. Does my deck have a Plains? No, I don't have enough mana to Colonnade and do everything I would want. Huntmaster doesn't gain me life. Playing any creature does damage to me. So, yeah, I guess it's Questing Beast and swing out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to 1 life, right click, attack all. Hope they miscounter something. Get some lands out of my deck. This one, Forest. Scavenging Ooze, I guess, would be... No, I still can't gain life, never mind. So another taking 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16? I mean, I'm just dead, but they did kind of mess up this block, because I guess they don't realize how Death Touch and Trample works. If they didn't block with Rampaging Ferocidon... Oh, they just have a burn spell? Okay, they braid an elemental. So they take 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We were close to pulling this one out. You could snipe down their Koth and then die. GG's. Yeah, these were really close. They just had, I mean, like the nut mono red is hard to compete with, but we did our best. The biggest issue is just that we did not have removal for Rekindling Phoenix. What's going on here? Question mark, FGGGG. Alright, I don't know. The game was over. See you guys next round. Alright, we're playing against Milnox. Man, this deck is cursed as far as mana goes. We got a mulligan. There we go. Let's keep this hand. I guess for now I'm going to get rid of Primeval Titan because... Wait, Bloodstrand can't get green, can it? I'm still getting rid of Prime Time. Oh my gosh. I have like all of the fetches to get not the colors I need. And it's not great. Ooh, Shellac Isle is good. Right, I think Flooded Strand can get blue-white or red-blue. But I don't think any of my fetch lands grab green. I'm gonna fetch to thin my deck, and we're just gonna grab blue-white. But yeah, I have fixing, but it's for all the wrong colors. Like, my splashes are very strong, but my main color is not. Yeah, Hallowed Fountain. Okay. Take this Wall of Omens. Trying to not die over here, block that Mutavault, you know? No. Okay, Thought Scour's fine. Moldrifter, Cryptic Command, Thought Scour. We draw Steam Vents. Okay. Oh man, what a deck. The Miracle Temporal Mastery. Oh boy. And they don't even want to cast... Oh, they do want to cast it. I mean, I did this to myself, but at the same time, this is unreal. I think I'm just going to add a bunch of forests to my deck after this. Solitude. I mean, I can cast that, I guess. Let's play Steam Vents tapped. Pass turn. Actor Fiction. Then Dillion Click versus lands. I think we're going to go V-Click land versus 3 lands. 4-1 seems hard to accept. Right, if they want lands, they just take 4 lands and that's an excellent pile for them. They're gonna look at my hand and be like, dude, what? Bribery. You get a prime. I'm just gonna concede, honestly. I'm not beating... Like, I don't want to show them my deck. And I... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I need another green. Like, we have been getting unlucky, but my deck construction is really ambitious as well. So it's twofold. I kind of want to get rid of this Riverglide pathway, but I need the blue as well. Let's just cut Flicker Wisp. They're playing essentially mono blue. So I kind of like a Danto Vanguard, Silverblade Paladin Legion's Landing. We're going to make our deck more streamlined here. We're going to cut the red entirely. Team Bents. Scalding Tar can still grab blue-white. This is probably the deck that I just should be running, right? And then I can add green-white. Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue. Actually, yeah, and then we bring in Flicker Wisp for the Zero of Many Faces, because Flicker Wisp is more proactive. Like, you could just cast it and attack with it. Right now this is 18 land. I do have Kessig Wolf Run, which I guess I got rid of the red, so we just cut the Wolf Run. And then I can also re-add Yavimaya Elder, or just the Master of Waves. Alright, we're gonna try this. I don't know if this is correct, but we're gonna go first. There we go. Can't say it was the sideboarding. We get to go turn 1 Ignoble Hierarch, turn 2 Farseek Suspend Rift Sower, or just cast a Rift Sower. Opponent mulligan to 6, nice. Go Hierarch. And they're likely to be very confused, as would I. So now I can Farseek for just... Yeah, I should probably just build my deck like this. This is so much better. Ooh, Questing Beast. So let's Farseek first. I know Daze is not in the format, but you gotta stay vigilant. You cast your spells, saving up mana, and then you suspend, versus the other way around. That's how you like run into mana ties and things like that. So this is coming down. Yeah, I will fetch here. I guess I want double white. And I'm gonna play Questing Beast instead of Tristani, because I'm expecting this to maybe get countered. Yeah. I think Tristani long term is a more important card. It's possible I'm supposed to just do nothing there as well. But their deck looks like full of counter spells. Cast Rift Sower. Ooh, Spellbinder's excellent. 1, 3, cast this. Linger on Mana Leak now. I mean, they cast it, but they disallow that. So let's attack them for 2. And then Discordant should be able to do some amount of damage. They Thought Scour. They hit 2 lands. Okay. Hard Evidence, they make a crab. Ooh, Master of Waves is good too. So I like Tristani more here. It's a more important card to resolve. Because now Rift Sower attacks for 3 and the crab isn't as good. They did miss a land drop, so I guess Thought Scouring their lands is relevant. Tristani, wait a second. I guess Tristani's pretty good against Bribery, huh? They missed a land drop again. Let's go ahead and Master of Waves. Just gonna be a huge army. I can deny them more card draw because they are missing land drops. The question is, does that kill them? I guess basically denying them card draw is kind of like killing them a turn faster, because either way they're like drawing fewer cards. Like there, so they only take like 1 or 2. Get all these back, but now they can't draw with Jace, so the late game favors me. They gain life equal to its power. So I hit them for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I still actually have lethal. I don't want to run into Cryptic Command though, so I'm not going to cast Solitude pre-combat. Right, if I cast Solitude, they Cryptic tapping my team, that's really bad. Okay, so they do that. Given this, I think I'm going to Vendilion Click, because I'm going to lose my blue mana here. Just to see what's going on over there. Look at your hand. Time Warp, Subtlety, Pact Negation, Bribery. What does Subtlety do? Okay, that doesn't matter. Time Warp is kind of annoying, but they have to hit a land. So I think I just say no and hope they don't hit a land drop. And I just play the Pilgrim here for more mana. So if they miss a land, like sure. If they do hit a land though, even that's not great. Although they get to go land, Bribery, Pact of Negation, my Solitude. But yeah, Bribery doesn't do anything because I have Tristani. So they get to see my deck. They take on Dragonlord Silumgar. That doesn't work. Prime Time doesn't work. I'm trying to think what does work. I don't know of any card that works here. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say. So they're like mono blue counter spells. Oh, Silumgar's not even in my deck, that's right. Mono blue counter spells. This feels like just fine to me. The only thing is I could bring in Experimental Frenzy. Because if I do manage to resolve that, it is just lights out. No, I think we just keep it the same. Okay, we'll keep this. It's not amazing, but we need to draw a blue. When it leads on Mutavault, okay. There's the planes. I think I would rather play Pilgrim turn 1. It lets my 3-man Inspector potentially get mana leaked, but I think it's worth the tempo here to play this. Let that resolve. And I'm going to crack the clue rather than attacking. I mean, for a couple reasons, mostly Mutavault would block my Pilgrim. But even if there was no Mutavault there, I think it's more important to try and hit blue mana if I can. Crack this. Manafar is okay if I can draw mana. Okay, I don't love this. Let's just Flicker Wisp. This gets countered. Yeah. The thing is, like, normally I would say play around Mana Leak, but like the way my hand is, I have all 4 and 5 drops. There's really no way for me to play around it easily. If I can get my opponent to tap out and then I can resolve Tristani Discordant, I'm just like protected against bribery. That's not true because they Solitude. Okay. There's the blue mana. Alright, let's play this. And I guess I just cast Vanifar. It's not amazing now, but it being in play is really good for me in general. Can't attack because of the Mutavault. My opponent does nothing. They draw step Vendilion? No. Okay. Now what? We play a land, I can Questing Beast and suspend Riftwing. That seems like worth doing here. Questing Beast. Okay. And for the sake of doing things now, I'm trying to think what they could have here. Not attacking with a 3-man Inspector. I can sacrifice Questing Beast to get Solitude, and that seems awkward and not good. I can sack Questing Beast for Muldrifter. I think they don't have Cryptic, but I'm just gonna make sure I get this down while I can. Attack for 4. Then let's sacrifice 3-man Inspector. Charming Prince doesn't really work. I kind of want to just get Wall of Omens, if I'm being honest. But I should... yeah, let's just get Wall of Omens. Ooh, that's good. Them not being able to bribery my primetime is huge. I mean, they can get like a Muldrifter or something, but... they thought scour me, hitting 2 lands. Harbinger of the Tides, bouncing Prime Speaker Vanifar. Fine. Does this have Vigilance? No. Okay, I mean there are worse things than getting my Vanifar bounced. Here comes Bribery. So I can just resolve Tristani if they don't have Pact. If they have Bribery into Pact of Negation, then things get bad. But if they're just gonna like Solitude my Questing Beasts, that's not the end of the world. Oh, it is unfortunate they hit my Celestial Colonnade, because that was my best hit with Primeval Titan. Okay, they do get Solitude, they do kill Questing Beast. This doesn't have flying, even though it looks like it should. So I actually don't care too much about getting that back. Oh, I'm going to turn on their Shelldock by casting Primeval Titan. I don't love that. Ooh, I forgot about this guy. Okay, that's actually really good. So I can bounce my own Solitude to hand as well. So let's go Primetime. 3, 4, 5. I guess Manatized is something I'd bluff. I don't know. That's Snap resolved. So I can get Windswept Heat Scalding Tarn just to get more lands out of my deck and just have straight action. Kind of like doing that. I don't think my life total is going to be the limiting factor in this game. So I just needed to double fetch on upkeep and save a white source to fetch with Flooded Strand. Ooh, that's brutal. Okay. Oh, interesting. I'm curious why they don't want a Primeval Titan of their own. We'll block here. Yeah, that's a bit strange actually. This goes down to 1. Hierarch. So I didn't fetch on my upkeep, but it worked out. But I was supposed to fetch. Let's go ahead and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for Tristani. I will play my land first to play around something. Okay, so I do get my Solitude back. Then let's fetch a whole bunch and get this Vanifar. So I have Scalding Tarn and Flooded Strand, so I need Hallowed Fountain Plains from those two. So this is going to be Forest, and this is going to be Plains. Play Vanifar. See if this gets countered. It does not. Okay, let's see if we get to the end of our turn here. I'm very curious what Shelldock Isle has, but we get Solitude. Search for Skanta flips if they have 7. That's only 6. I mean, I think we're going to outvalue them at the very least. I have like only forests left in my deck. I can fetch here, get Hallowed Fountain tapped. This comes into play. A Shelldock for Cryptic Command, I guess, makes sense here. Oh, Subtlety. Puts it on the top or the bottom of their library. This is a 3/3 flying. I mean, I don't think I mind drawing this. I can bounce their Solitude and just attack. Yeah, let's just draw this. Blue, blue, green, green, green. Cloudscape. Oh, they could have Cryptic Command. So maybe I want to Prime Speaker the Wall of Omens first. Because you can't activate this at instant speed. I kind of like doing that. And grabbing Vendilion Click or Elite Spellbinder. Probably Vendilion Click just makes more sense. Just so I can see what's going on over there. Okay, they fall. I think I'm just gonna do Muldrifter. I mean, lands don't matter. Thing in the Ice isn't scary. So I think I'm gonna do Muldrifter versus the World here. They take Thing in the Ice. Alright, what do you got in hand? Torrential Gearhulk. So Gearhulk can get back Mana Leak, Thought Scour, Fact or Fiction. Thing in the Ice, when it flips, returns all non-horror creatures to the owner's hands, including these. How many spells do you have to cast? 4 spells. So Search for Scout is going to flip. They're going to have 1 unknown card. Guess they're going to have a lot of card advantage with Search for Kanta. I'm going to take Gearhulk. I don't know. That could go either way. Then we're going to Cloudscape the Solitude. I think we're just on the beatdown plan. I can also, maybe I like this more, just bounce Search for Kanta. They drew Pact of Negation? Okay. Alright, whatever. I've had some really bad luck. Okay, they drew Pact of Negation. Let's play this Hierarch. So I'm gonna have to tap all their lands and not be able to activate Search? No, because I can play land here. I guess attacking with Solitude as a 5/4 makes them have to double block to kill it. And it would kill any 2 creatures they block with. So that seems kind of good here. They take 5, I gain 5. They have 1 creature in hand, they have to pay 5 or else they lose. I can't believe they drew Pact of Negation. I don't even know if it was worth countering my spell there. Thing in the Ice, yep. What is exiled? Primetime and Questing Beast, basically all my staying power. Please not a land. Ooh, Charming Prince is really good. Is this any creature? Exile another target creature you own, return it to the battlefield. So I probably want to eat one of their things. I can hit them for 13 damage this turn. There's a lot of things I can do. I can Flicker Solitude and kill their Subtlety. I can Flicker Solitude and kill their Solitude. I can kill their Thing in the Ice, which is honestly not that scary. They have to cast 4 spells, and I know most of the cards in hand are lands. So let's play Charming Prince. Oh, it comes back at the beginning of the next end step. Okay. Well, that's not great. I thought it came back right away. I guess we just blink Solitude. And then we're going to Prime Speaker, sacrifice Charming Prince to grab my Double Strike guy. And we're going to Soul Bond him with Vendilion Click, because they only have 1 flyer. Then attack with just Vendilion Click for 10 Double Strike. Then Solitude comes back, and we're going to exile Thing in the Ice. I think Thing in the Ice feels like the only way that they could really get back into this is like bouncing all my creatures somehow. I'd say that was a pretty good turn. Right, like if they Kanta into Time Warp and then like Preordain and then like Thing in the Ice and then Time Warp, like that could be a way I lose. I don't see how they're going to do 30 damage to me given what I'm working with right now. They have not used Cryptic yet, so that's something. Did they just whiff or... I think they whiffed. No game log. They whiffed with his Kanta, that's brutal. Not complaining about that. Uh-oh. What does this attack mean? Oh, they drew Time Warp. Okay. There's Kanta in their upkeep. Temporal Mastery. That costs 7. They probably have a land for it. Okay, well I'm glad I killed the one thing. Take 3. They're not... I mean, they're gaining some ground. Torrential Gearhulk is now in the draws somewhere. They can like Gearhulk for Factor Fiction, but they might deck out. This has been a crazy game. We still have another game after this, I think. No, I don't think we do. I think they conceded to bribery on the stack. Now they do this main phase. Narset Parter of Veils. What is that one? Oh, that's the stupid one. Okay. Narset's annoying, but fine. What are they looking for? They've seen their whole deck. Yeah, they just whiff. So they almost certainly have Cryptic Command in their hand because... Okay. Alright. Alright, see you guys next round. And don't worry, I fixed the deck between rounds. So we won't be playing with all this nonsense mana, but we could sideboard into it. Alright, we're playing against Al Rams XT. We're on the play. We got better mana. Hopefully we can get a green mana plus a mana elf in our opener. Basically, when we can do that, I mean, I did ask for this. I don't have white, but I did add a bunch of white sources. I'm a gambling man. Let's go, Forest. If this was just a Noble Hierarch, that would also make my life so much easier, but it is what it is. They have a 3-man Inspector. Alright, deck. White source, Master of Waves. Okay. Play... I guess I should have played Bark Channel Pathway on blue. But we'll pass turn. Next turn I can make 2 2/1s, which I guess is fine. Take 1. And hopefully they're just cracking the clue. Ooh, see, they're getting the value I want to have. I've been having this value, I can't complain that much. They get 3-man Inspector, they get a clue back. Everything's chill. There's Hollowed Fountain. Alright, well we're playing this. It's pretty hard to turn down just a 4-mana play here. I'll just block with the Elemental or whatever happens. Next turn we can go 3-man Inspector, crack a clue. Draw a Mole Drifter. Okay, Brimez is scary. Do I want to just die to Brimez? I kind of don't mind just dying to Brimez. Because yes, I could do this. Man, Vizier is such a good card. So I play this as Tide Channel Pathway. The blue one. Just Vizier their Brimez. Aha! I am you now. So now if they attack, I can make a cat. My cat does die and theirs survives. But my Brimez has... Ooh, they have Luris? Wait, what is going on here? they have Yorion as their companion? Wait a second. I just realized they are 60 card mono white. And they have Luris in play. This is getting kind of gross. I did not realize all of that. Okay, so they attack with Brimaz. I think I'm better off taking the 3 and blocking the 1/1. Because I want to win the tokens war. And this makes their blocks much worse when I attack with Brimaz, because he's going to attack for 4. I guess though, if I do attack like that, they can just chump block with 3-man Inspector and then recast it off of Luris next turn. This is a sick curve for a 60 card deck. What is 1-drop 3-man Inspector, turn 2 Charming Prince, turn 3 Brimaz, turn 4 Luris 3-man Inspector. Okay, I draw Flicker Wisp, which will probably end up being fairly decent. Let's attack with Brimaz and see what happens there. I get a cat that gains them 3 life off Luris. So maybe, I don't know, maybe this was not great. They just take it, block the cat, they take 2 damage. This was probably not correct. Given this, I kind of want to just a 3-man Inspector plus crack a clue here. Tristani's good. Don't mind Tristani. That makes my tokens big enough to attack into Luris, and if they're just recasting a 3-man Inspector... What is this? There's protection from green and white. Alright, you got it, boss. So they get to blink a creature which doesn't do anything here, then they get a land. I mean, that's protection from my whole deck. Am I dead like next turn? I keep not blocking the tokens. I might be dead next turn now. And they get to recast 3-man. They've used all of their mana every single turn. Which means I guess they're not cracking clues, which is something. Forest, Tristani, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't even attack, this has Vigilance. I think I might just be like super dead here. Blink that, I suspend this Rift Sower. Yeah, if I just attack here, they just block and kill my Brimaz. Alright. I'm just getting absolutely browned by this deck. It's okay though. Like, basically the way Variance works is this is like the best possible draw they could have, where every single turn they're using all of their mana, plus they have like 4 clues left over. And it's just so unlikely that this holds up for the next couple games. They should have 1 fewer Cat Soldier and I should be at 9 life. We'll see how much that matters. I do get a double block here. So I gain 4 and I take 5. I get to blink Thraben Inspector. I get to cast Charming Prince, blink Thraben Inspector. This is just disgusting. Oh no. Hero of Bladehold is problematic. Into Charming Prince. They didn't even want the extra clue. Okay, so with Hero of Bladehold, I guess I'm going to be flickering Tristani. This comes down in 1 turn. I draw a land, which is not amazing. I can flicker Tristani or I can flicker Thraben Inspector. I feel like getting more tokens is important, given Hero of Bladehold. And no attacks. So I feel like they actually want to move the sword onto a different creature so that they don't get the Brimaz token. Like, Hero of Bladehold is great, but I think they just want to put the sword on like Luris and just attack like that, rather than giving me tokens to block. Because if they attack with Brimaz like this, I'm just going to quadruple block it with soldiers and actually net life from this exchange. And so this is like, yeah, they're getting lands and value, but I am gaining a ton of life here. If I come back and win this, that would be incredible. It starts with like a top deck Muldrifter. Or honestly, I just attack with Flickerus, right? They don't have a blocking flyer. All they have to do to win, though, is just put the sword on anything besides Brimaz and Hero of Bladehold, and then I just die. We'll see if they figure that out, though. Crack another clue. Luminous Broodmoth is a problem. Oh my gosh. Their deck is absurd. So the Broodmoth... What do I even need to draw here? It has to be Muldrifter or something like that. Colonnade is decent. I mean, I pretty much have to attack with Flickerwisp because they could just equip the sword to Broodmoth, and I don't want to incentivize them to do that because maybe they like don't realize that the sword is what's on the Brimaz is killing them. Because if they equip it to Broodmoth, I still just lose. So this is a trade I would like to make, and it's also I don't want them to be putting the sword on this thing because there are sometimes you got to play your opponent and like in order to win, so many things need to go correctly for me. Sword of Hearth and Home. Oh boy. Okay, so they figured it out, they equipped the sword. Now, this doesn't have vigilance at least. They can blink Charming Prince. Gonna scry. Alright, I mean it's Muldrifter. Time to draw a Muldrifter. What do you say? What is this much mana? What is happening? What? Okay, they martial coup my board away. Oh, right. Right, because of the moth. That's pretty good. Alright, I'm super dead here. Let's just draw one more time and see. That's a fun combo. I like that a lot, actually. I swear this opponent has used... Oh, I can Vizier of Many. No. I swear this opponent has used like all of their mana every single turn for 9 turns in a row. Okay, so they're mono white. Luris is a problem. I do need removal. Like, this feels like the matchup where like Silumgar, Electrolyze, Huntmaster are going to be good. So we are going to move into a more ambitious mana base. What am I getting rid of? Master of Waves is pretty awkward. Silverblade Paladin does give me like first strike or double strike. I don't think I need these white cards. I'm trying to decrease my total white mana. Had Steam Vents and Riverglide Pathway. This is going to go in for a Plains and... Gas Island? This is hard. So blue sources right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's so much blue. And then I just don't play Kessig Wolf Run. This seems just fine to me. So let's go first. I think I just was running too many red sources before or something. I don't know. Yeah, there. It didn't reveal Yorion last game. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm going to keep this. It has all of my colors. And I get to scry 2 off the Prince. So we'll see. If they have, you know, the nuts again, it is what it is. But it's so unlikely with a 60 card deck. There's so much variance. Okay, that's actually fine. I would rather them Sunlance that than anything else. Ooh, Riftwing Cloudskate, you say? Let's go ahead and play Spark Channel Pathway as a blue and suspend this. Because I would like to get more value off Charming Prince than just scry 2 if possible. Like if I draw Muldrifter or they have Stoneforge Mystic. Okay. Never mind, they're just going to draw Sword of Hearth and Home and I don't have an answer to it. Yep. They put it into play next turn, and then what? This is why I don't like the swords. Do I get Hollowed Fountain? I don't think I need to take extra damage. This is why I don't like the swords in Cube Draft. It's just not fun. Let's scry 2. Huntmaster the Fells Forest. So I can Huntmaster next turn, actually. This might actually work out. Bottom the forest, top Huntmaster. The thing is, the turn that I actually want to like pass turn and flip Huntmaster is going to be the turn that Riftwind Cloudscape comes down, which I don't love. Skyclave Apparition is fine. So next turn, I guess if they have a land, they can play and equip the sword and then blink Skyclave. Oh my god. Alright, they've just had the nuts every time. Right? That's what's going to happen. They're going to use Stoneforge to put a sword into play. Equip the sword as Skyclave. That gets through all of my creatures. They get a land, and then they blink their Skyclave and eat my Huntmaster the Fells. What color is the wolf? Is it green as well? Yes. Oh, okay. So, I guess I just play Steam Vents tapped. I don't give them a Huntmaster to kill, and then I have Riftwind Cloudscape as a blocker. That seems okay. Thalia, they don't want to equip the sword? Interesting. Let's just take 2. Okay, that went better than I was expecting. And we just have to somehow maneuver this so that I can start sniping down their creatures with Huntmaster the Fells. So let's cast this and think about what's going to happen next turn. If I bounce Skyclave Apparition, I get a 2/2. It's going to be white. It's blue, so that can block. But then they can just Skyclave my Huntmaster. If I bounce the sword, then they can just put the sword back into play and equip. I guess bouncing the sword makes the most sense. Because I could also draw Electrolyze here, or a land. Huntmaster, Forest. So we keep back Riftwing as a blocker. Because basically sword plus Skyclave Apparition is absurdly disgusting. And I need them to like mess up on who they equip it to, and like equip the sword to Thalia or something. Yes! Okay, wait, wait. Don't have a removal spell. They can't. Wait, this is huge. They might have just punted the game away. Oh my gosh, I block here. Huntmaster flips, kills Skyclave Apparition, and now I don't care if they hit me with the sword, really. They can't cast... Yeah, this went so well. This does 2 here and 2 to this. Oh my gosh, that was huge. Alright, let's draw Muldrifter. That's pretty good too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Forest. Prime time. And now we just race. And now I don't care that they're blinking or whatever. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy my opponent made the mistake. So, I guess I did not add Kessig Wolfrun, but we can grab Colonnade, and kind of do want to grab a fetch because that gets rid of a dead draw. I just have to fetch a Hollowed Fountain in my upkeep. Then we hit them with these. They go to 12. I don't care about their sword. They cycle cast out? What? I mean, that tells me they have an answer to primetime, I guess. Is it Sun Titan? Sun Titan doesn't work. Wow. Literally the whole game. Well, I still might have been able to win this one, but if they had an active Skyclave Apparition blinking around, this would be so much different. And I kind of feel like I just take this hit. They get a land, they get to blink Stoneforge. I don't think GTA or anything is legal in Modern. If they have like a literal another sword, I guess that's fine. Do they really? They have Sword of Fire and Ice. Okay, that's less scary. That does block Huntmaster the Fells though. Alright. Martial Coup. Quarantine Field. Ugh. Okay. They eat those 2, they take 6 damage this turn. So I need to draw like a spell or something here. Brazen Borrower or Flicker Wisp would be very good. So we fetch on upkeep. Hollowed Fountain, and I don't think I pay the life. I am racing. Questing Beast is very good. I can't hit with Colonnade. 1, 2, 3, 4. I wouldn't have been able to even if I did do something, but this just works really well. We hit them for a bunch. And I guess I do play a land because I could go like Muldrifter into Colonnade attack. I mean, basically, they're dead to Colonnade and Questing Beast right now, so they need to have something pretty big. I guess they could put Yorion into their hand. I don't think Sword of Fire and Ice is quite going to do it. So they get to blink Stoneforge, kill one of my creatures, draw a card, find a land. Is there a mono-white Time Walk that I'm not aware of? Do they have another sword? That would be unreal. Okay, they don't. So we just have to like, Hearth and Home is a problem mostly because I don't have removal in the deck, but I can just race it. Like it's not a huge thing. So they need like double removal spell or a blocker, but Thalia makes that pretty hard. I had a lot of obstruction, doesn't work, right? Can't be blocked with creatures with power 2 or less. Equip sword. Okay, so now they can block, but they just die in the air. Okay. Ooh, Discordant's good. I don't want to show them that though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hit them for 4 in the air. Alright, we got a game 3. An uphill battle against a sketchy deck is everything I signed up for. I guess I did not put Blood Crypt into my deck, which makes Silumgar really hard to cast. So I should probably do that for a forest. And then, yeah, I don't need Bloodbraid. I think Electrolyze is quite a bit better in this particular matchup. And this seems... I could get rid of Vendilion Click. It is really hard to cast. But I love Vizier in this matchup. And it does have Flying, which their deck is quite weak to. But I could get into a position where I just need to race them with like Double Strike. I could just cut Yavimaya Elder. Alright. I need more white. I just added a Blood Crypt. Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, that's a lot of white mana. I have so much respect for this opponent playing Yorion in a cube draft. Their deck is like sick. Like they've had just good draws every time. I mean, drawing the sword that is protection from my deck has something to do with it, but like, I have not seen a bad card, basically. Oh, this is the hand that we have been dreaming about. I'm gonna keep this one for sure. This beautiful card will solve all my woes. So they mulligan to 6. They have Legion's Landing, that's good. Scalding Tarn. Okay, so let's suspend Rift Sower. Probably I'm going to Scalding Tarn for blue-white on turn 2. That lets me play Silverblade. Come on! How do you have turn 2 Stoneforge every time? Ugh, this is deeply frustrating. Yep, Sword of Hearth and Home. And again, this is just why I don't like this card in Cube. It's just like, some decks just, you can't interact with it, and it's just very unfun. So, I guess I get Charming Prince. I guess I will do. Hallowed Fountain. Play this. Do I scry 2? I think so. I don't think the life is like the most important. Farseek and Forest. So Silumgar steals creatures. I think I bottom Forest and top the Farseek because next turn we're going to get a hasty Rift Sower and I'll have 4 total mana, or I can play Celestial Colonnade and then just Farseek, and then I'll have enough mana to play Silumgar. Well, that seems correct. So this turn I'm not taking a hit. Next turn they can put the sword into play, and the following turn they get to hit with it and then get Sword of Fire and Ice. This is so stupid. Like, I don't know, maybe this is fun for someone. Alright, we get Rift Sower, we get Farseek. I get to Farseek here. I'm just gonna get Blood Crypt, I think. Play Colonnade tapped. So they can attack with a sword, but I kind of want to disincentivize. Well, an attack like this. And honestly, if they double block, that's better for me because that gets rid of a creature that they have. But I'm about to cast Silumgar. The problem is they're gonna flicker Stoneforge and get the other sword that gives protection from Silumgar. So, alright, I'll attack. If they double block, that's really good. Please equip to Stoneforge. They made a mistake before, so we can just hope they make a mistake again. Like they have Sunlance? Ah, okay. So now Silumgar is not coming down. Yeah, this went so badly. They get Sword of Fire and Ice, which they can put down and equip next turn. I'm getting demolished. Absolutely demolished here. So I'm glad I got Blood Crypt. I need to draw any untapped land at this point. Okay. So now we get to go Tristani, which helps a little bit. The problem is they're just going to equip both swords and have protection from everything in the world. That also makes Dragonlord Silumgar not a thing, which I just realized now. This is so bad. Yep, Sword of Fire and Ice, equip. Oh, this is so annoying. At least they're not, they kill a soldier. Yeah, my own Tristani is actually causing me issues because now I can't Silumgar steal their Stoneforge Mystic. And they just equip over to the Vampire, so I can't even attack. Yeah, I just am not playing Magic this game. Electrolyze. Okay. So if they put all of the swords on one creature, I take 5 plus 2 is 7, so I actually just die. Electrolyze would be good if I could, like, get rid of my Tristani. I mean, I just have to do this. And I can only steal their Vampire, but this gains me 2 life, so I don't just die this turn, I guess. I know they get back their creature, but, you know, you gotta go for what you can. I can't block anything. Then next turn, I mean, maybe it's possible I could win if I set up like a Silverblade Paladin double striking Silumgar plus Electrolyze. I need to draw a blue or a white source for that to work. Or I need my opponent to like equip swords wrong somehow. Oh, or that. I'm just dead. These were frustrating games. I just like didn't get to do anything. So I guess the moral of the story is, oh wait, I'm not dead? No, that's first strike. Okay. I guess the moral of the story is always make sure you have some type of artifact removal, if possible. Okay, they blink Stoneforge. Okay, I'm not actually dead here. Okay, now I'm pretty dead. I'm trying to think if there's any card in my deck. I mean, normally my out is Dragonlord Silumgar, but when there's a card that just says protection from your whole deck, it's pretty hard to do anything. What can I draw? Yeah, that's not going to work. Alright, GG's opponent. Well, that was a disappointing showing for what I think was a pretty fun deck overall. I only got to Prime Speaker like one time. I guess I could have drawn Brazen Borrower at any time against that opponent. That would have been helpful. But yeah, the last game I just... yeah, didn't get to play. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll continue drafting. See you guys there.